Hello and welcome to another edition of Motor Cars Enthusiasts. Right off the bat on today's show, you may have already heard by now the tragic passing of Sergio Marchionne. The situation was this: Mr. Marchionne basically had some shoulder surgery late last month, but developed a blood clot. The clot got into the system and gave him a massive stroke. The stroke did a fantastic amount of brain damage, and he was rapidly passing away before they put him into a medically induced coma. But sadly, he succumbed to the injuries inside of that stroke situation. So obviously, the prayers go out to the family and friends, and obviously everyone involved at FCA. FCA will march on without Sergio Marchionne, and there's one long-lasting legacy that Marchionne will leave behind. Because I don't think anybody on this planet outworked this man. This guy was an absolute animal when it came to his work, and he absolutely loved it. So sadly, Sergio Marchionne passes away at the age of 66. Next up on the list, well, it is official. The Detroit Motor Show is moving to June in the year 2020, which is really going to make this thing a place to be midsummer because there's going to be a lot of outdoor activities, a lot of outdoor displays. It's really going to be pretty cool, and it's going to get them out of under the shadow of CES, which has been rapidly becoming way overshadowing the old North American International Auto Show. And the trick is that may change too. The name may change basically to the Detroit Auto Show, even though that hasn't been made official as of yet. And also too, we don't know the date of this, so we'll definitely keep you in tune of what we hear now the Detroit Motor Show is moving to June. Next up on the list, well, I love it that Honda is basically taking the 5th generation Civic Type R to every Grand Prix circuit around the planet. The Nordschleife circuit record holder has now gone to Portugal in the Estoril circuit with driver Tiago Monteiro, who now made a lap record. The brand new front-wheel drive lap record around Estoril is 2 minutes and 1.89 seconds, so just over 2 minutes time. Assuming this group's going to be heading over to a bunch of other Grand Prix circuits, you're thinking about places like Suzuka, maybe even Circuit of the Americas, we'll definitely keep you attuned of Honda's exploits with this brand new Civic Type R. Switching over to the supercar variant, the folks over at McLaren showing off a teaser photographs and video of the brand new Ultimate Series known as the BP23 Series, is an internal designation inside of McLaren International, but from here on forth will be known as Speedtail. Now this Ultimate Series has got a bunch of the good stuff, including the successor to the McLaren F1. Also the successor to the McLaren P1 is coming down the pipes as well. If you want to check out the video that's teasing this particular deal, and there's supposedly we're going to get to see some real deal stuff coming up in October, so just a couple of months' time, you can head on over to the Facebook page and check out that video right now. Another supercar getting some new duds comes from the folks over at Bugatti with the brand new Sky View version of the Bugatti Chiron. Basically, it gets a pair of glass roof options. Now, they're not really sunroofs as they don't open, not really moonroofs as well, and they're not really T-tops because they don't come off, but I have to say this looks really, really good on this particular machine, even though this really wouldn't be something that I would get, obviously, a fellow with no hair, not to mention the fact that, yeah, I burn really, really easily, so even though I think Bugatti's probably got a way around this deal, but I really think this is a cool option. We haven't heard pricing or availability on the new Sky View version of the Bugatti Chiron, but we'll definitely keep you in tune of what we hear. Next up on the list, well, a brand new Yenko version of the Chevrolet Corvette. The folks over at Special Vehicle Engineering have been doing these Yenkos as somewhat of an homage to Don Yenko, the old dealership owner that was doing a bunch of Yenko edition General Motors products back in the past. They've already done a Corvette. They've obviously done the Camaro. There's a couple of vehicles I never really thought I would ever get to be in the presence of, but I've been very blessed to actually be in the presence of a handful of the Yenko Camaros this year, as I've got this new little obsession of going to automobile auctions. This new Yenko Corvette has got it where it counts all over the place. A bunch of Yenko badging on the interior, the exterior, all the striping and whatnot. This vehicle can come all the way up in Z06 trim as far as the bodywork and suspension work are concerned as well. But it's also got it where it counts, as the lump of choice is a 6.2 liter supercharged V8. But there's not a whole lot of that supercharged 6.2 liter left when they get done with it. new rods, new pistons, new crankshaft that is bored and stroked out to 6.8 liters of displacement. All new valve work, new valve train as well, along with camshaft. New heads that have been ported and polished, and a brand new supercharger. And in stage 1 trim, this thing makes 835 horsepower. But obviously, if there's a stage 1 trim, that means there's a stage 2 trim, which that 835 number becomes the torque number, as it makes 835 pounds-feet of torque and 1,000 horsepower. You can either get it shifted through the 6-speed manual or the 10-speed automatic. This thing obviously becomes the top of the tree when it comes to power numbers for a Chevrolet Corvette. Now, they're only going to build 25 of these things for the world at a starting price of $70,000, which sounds like a steal, but you have to donate the automobile, so you already have to have a C7 Corvette. So, and it's probably going to want it in Z06 or possibly Grand Sport trim to actually have a lot of that stuff done as far as the suspension work and whatnot. So, because that price ramps up quite aggressively. This thing can get over $100,000 in a heartbeat. So, pretty sweet piece of kit, and hopefully we'll hear a whole lot more about the brand new special vehicle engineering version of the Yenko Corvette. And sticking with the Chevrolet Corvette, the folks over at Auto Forecast Solutions are reporting that the last ever Chevrolet Corvette to come off of the Bowling Green, Kentucky plant will be in August of 2019, so just about a year away, meaning the brand new C8 Corvette is rapidly on its way and will go into production in late 2019, possibly early 2020. So we're going to get to see a new Corvette very, very soon, so we'll definitely keep you in tune of what we hear. And that's all there was that I thought was worth talking about for this edition of Motor Cars Enthusiasts. In fact, if you want to, if you watch the Velocity show Speed is the New Black, I make a small cameo on that, even though I don't say anything, and you can just only see me in the background when they're showing some shots from the St. Louis Auto Show, which I was actually attending myself, my brother, brother-in-law, my sister, and you see the back of the head of my father actually in the shots. So you can see my fat ass on the Speed is the New Black, the brand new edition of that just debuted on Velocity just a handful of minutes before me taping this program. If you want to subscribe to the channel, you can do so at any time. Get the first dibs on the brand new shows as soon as they come out. Also, if you want to head on over to the Facebook page, like us over there, and you can get lots of new updates as far as what's going on here as well. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again real soon.